Okay. What is our last example? Hmm? Collection methods. Hmm. Okay. So finally, the two problems we overcome. One is we called as first one and last method. So these two methods you can use whenever we don't know the number of rows in your table. At the time, how I can take my first row as well as the last row. So this is one. And later on, we have some more methods are there like next and prior. So next method we are using whenever you need to fetching your rows in a forward direction. Forward direction means what now? Next by next row. That's called a forward. And the present position to previous positions we called as a backward. Okay. So now let me see how to use the next method to fetching of your data in forward directions. Okay. Now we can come out and see. So here I'm using example on bulk collecting with the forward navigation using which loop? For loop with the records types. Records types means we already know two types of attributes. One is a column level attribute. One is row level attribute. So in this, I'm going to using row level attribute. Okay. Let me come out and see. So declaration, as usual, your declaration of a collection variable. What is my collection variable? Dname underscore array of table. And now this time I'm going to fetching that entire the table by using of a row type. Percentile row type advantage is what now? We are declaring only single variable for any number of columns. So now I'm declaring a row type, okay, and indexed by binary. Previously, can you see previous example? In this position, we are fetching only single column. Can you see what I was taken previously? Varchar 2. So varchar 2, why I'm taking there? Because I'm fetching only one column data. Which column? Which column data we are fetching in the last programs? Department names. So department names, only one single column we are fetching. But suppose, sir, I want to fetch a entire table. Entire table means what now? All columns. So all columns fetching purpose, I'm using what now? Row type. Previous examples, in place of row type, I'm using varchar 2. Varchar 2, I'm using only for single column fetching purpose. Got it my point now? But here I'm using row type for getting entire the table. Entire the table means what now? Can you see? The previous program, we are fetching only single column data. Okay. So the which table information we are fetching here? DEPT. So DEPT is one of my table. The table information previously we fetched out. Okay, we fetching from, okay, one column data we are fetching. Which column here? Department name. The previous all examples. You can see. Yes or no? Single column data I am fetching. But now the case is not single column. I want to fetch a entire the row. Entire the row means how many columns will comes under? Three columns. So three columns purpose, I'm going to declare three variables actually. But instead of declaration of three variables, I'm declaring only one variable. That is the advantage of what now? Row type. So that initially we discussed. That's why I'm using DEPT percentile row type. Next, this is my collection variable D, and the data type, whatever you declared here, the data type I'm using for my declaration of collection variable. As usual, begin. So you are writing your select star. Okay, here I'm using what now? Star. But previous programs, can you see what I'm using there? D name. That means only one specific column data we are fetching. That's why which column are you fetching? That particular column only we given there. But this time I'm fetching not particular column. I'm fetching all columns. All columns means star. Okay, just a star. So star and that all columns data. See carefully. Yesterday I explained to you. Now this time we are retrieving all columns from which table? Department table, and that all columns data first time storing under which memory? Bulk collection memory, and from there it was transferred into which memory? Collection memory. Okay, now so in my collection memory, now I have not single column, I have your entire table is there. Entire table means what now? Department numbers, department name, and LOC. The complete data I'm going to save it. And from the collection, I'm using the methods is what? D dot first dot dot D dot last. So that means your fetching starts from first row after second row, third, fourth. But here I'm not using next method. Why, sir, I'm not using next method means here I'm using which loop? For loop. For loop syntax is what now? For index variable I in starting value dot dot ending value. So in this case, I don't want to use any next method. But next method is required. When it was required means whenever we are using while loop. So while loop, if I use to fetching your data in forward directional, their next method is needed. But here for loop method, no need next. Here as usual by default, what I am using? First and last. And all of you know for loop by default increment 1. So my first fetching started first row. First row means 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 means second row. 2 plus 1, 3. Third row. 3 plus 1, 4. Fourth row. So that means which directional? Forward directional. Yesterday program also forward directional. Yesterday program also forward directional with the one column. Now this program forward directional by using for loop with the all columns. Differences that only. Okay, now? So remaining all are same. And how I was displayed here? So D of I, department number, concatenation, comma, D of I, department name, and D of I, LOC. Because now in my collection memory D, you have a entire table. Entire table means total number of columns. Total number of columns. Yes or no? So department number, D name, and LOC. Now we can observe how many rows we have here. 4 rows. First row, second row, and third and fourth row. Here my index starts from which one? 1. So D of I value, D of I index value, I value, D of I 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Okay, now? Now in the 4, what it was happen here? 1 means what now? D of 1 means this entire the row. Yes or no? This entire the row. Suppose if I want to fetch my first row from the collection memory, how to write here? How to write here? D of 1 dot DEPT number. Yes or no? DEPT number, concatenation, comma, what next? D of 1, what next? Department name, okay, concatenation, comma, D of 1, comma, LOC. That means D of 1, D of 1, D of 1. Why I'm taking all columns D of 1? Because this is the first row. So D, I value 1. D of 1, department number. D of 1, department name. D of 1, LOC. This entire row data will be saved under which index number? 1. That's why I'm taking what now? D of 1. So that is the reason I was taken D of I. I means index value. So D of I dot department number, D of I dot department name, D of I dot department location. Got it? So that means Ah, this is uh, the program is not here. Hmm. So yesterday, this is the program. Yes or no? Now in this program, I need to do modification. In this program, we are fetching how many columns? One column in this program. One column. That's why I'm using which data type? Where? But now I'm fetching how many columns? All columns. So in place of this, what I'm using? Star. Star means all columns. All columns purpose, we need to avoid this in place of what? DPT percentile. What is this? Row type. Okay, na? DPT percentile row type. So this is over. Collection variable, big. Okay, star, select a star, bulk collect into D from DPT as usual. This is as usual, but here what I want to do, D of I, department number, concatenation, comma, concatenation, D of I, what is this? D name, concatenation, comma, concatenation, D of I, D of I dot LOC and close. Yes, I just close it. So this is only modification, remaining all are same. Yesterday program, single column fetching. Today program, all columns in which direction? Forward direction. By using which loop? For loop. Okay, na? Let me come out and see. To come back and execute now. Okay. Let me got it entire the information. Yeah, department number, department name, and New York. This entire row data having in which index number? First index number. That means D of I value how much? 1. And this is index number 2, D of 2. This is index number 3, D of 3. This is index number 4, D of 4. That is what you are printed. Understand now? Write down below. So how to take heading here? Example on bulk collecting with forward navigation by using for loop with the record types. Records are nothing but row type. Okay, right. This is forward, and even though if you see the result of your table, so 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, which order? Forward direction. Suppose, sir, I want it in the backward direction. So for loop, by using for loop, how to fetching my data into backward? At backward purpose, we don't want to have any method or any increments or decrements are not supported here. So here what I want to use, here I want to use one keyword. The keyword is called as a reverse. So after fetching the data like a forward direction, first it was fetching into your collection memory. After fetching the data here, okay, this data, how I need to convert into collection, I want to convert into collection in the reverse order. Okay, so that means first your database, your data is there in the database. This complete data are you storing into bulk collection in which manner? Forward direction manner, 20, 30, 40. Then this data by using of reverse keyword in the collection memory D, you have to store into 40, 30, 20, 10, and these are I'm going to fetching. Okay, so entire the program will be same, but I just use one keyword. The keyword is called as what now? Reverse. Can you see? Everything is over, but here I'm using for I index variable in which keyword? Reverse. And remaining all the things are same. So now here, the same program, I just go to copy paste, and here I need to pass which keyword here? Reverse keyword. That's it. Understand now? So the reverse order, it will be display, and I just go to take this table or this program and execute now and see what it was happen now in the backward direction. So in the backward direction, for what it will come first? 40, 40, 30, 20, 10. Okay, just I'm using which keyword here? Reverse keyword. That's it. Right down below. So example on bulk collecting with a backward navigation using for loop. Okay, completed. Now these are what now for loop mechanism, forward and backward navigations. Now you can see while loop. Suppose example on bulk collecting with a forward navigation by using of a while loop. And everything here up to same, here observe. This declaration is same because your row type I'm using. And this is collection variable and this is general variable because I already said to you, whenever we want to work with while loop, compulsory one normal variable should be declared. And this variable, what it was saying is, this variable saying that from where you want to start your loop, the starting value of the loop from where you want to start, that was represented here x. So x is equals to 1. Then after I'm giving what? While. Then x less than or equals to what? 5. So then my x value started from where? 1. So 1 less than or equals to 5. What do you say? Condition true or false? Condition true. When condition true, definitely that value I need to print on my screen. Yes. After printing, what is the next level? Increment. Yes or no? So condition checking, starting value x is equals to 1. The 1 will be substituted in my logic, x less than or equals to 5. So 1 less than or equals to 5, condition true. True means x value print. After print, it will take a increment. So again, increment is what happened? 1 plus 1, 2. Again, it will come to while condition. The next value, how much now? 2. 2 less than or equals to 5. True. Second printed. After second printed, next what? Increment. 2 plus 1. 3. 3 will come and check your condition. 3 less than or equals to 5. True. Again, 3 printed. 3 plus 1. 4. 4 less than or equals to 5. True. 4 printed. 4 increment. 5. 5 less than or equals to 5. True. 5 printed. 5 increment. 6. 6 less than or equals to 5. Then loop is exit. This is while actually. Same thing in my database I'm converting. What I'm going to do? This is collection variable. This is general variable. So X. Then after startup begin, and now you can see select star bulk collect into D from department. So that means, are you taking data from department table? All data taking, storing into bulk collection. From the bulk collection, again sending to collection memory. So once your data was going to save into collection memory D, and from there I need to fetch. How I can fetch here? I said x is equals to D dot first. D is what? Collection memory. From there I'm going to fetching my data. So forward navigation means my data starts from first. That's why what I'm using? D dot first. So D dot first, it means what, sir? D dot first, it means what now? X is equals to 1. Is it clear? Now, after that, what I'm writing? While of x less than or equals to D dot last. D dot last, how much here? 4. Okay, right. After that, what? Loop entered and your values are printed. Okay, now? Now you can come out. X is equals to 1. First value, 1. 1 less than or equals to 4. Condition true. Condition true means enter into the loop. After what you want to do? Print. Which value printed now? First row printed. Because a row na, D of X dot department number, D of X dot D name, D of X dot LOC. So first row printed. After first row printed, okay. Then what next we will do? We will go to next row. Next row, how we can using X is equals to D dot next method. Next method, okay, D dot next of what? X. Your X value now how much here? Here already 1 displayed. All displayed already 1. 1 displayed means what? Next X value? 2. Next record 2. Then 2 will come back to your while loop. Then what is my X value now? 2. Now tell me, 2 less than or equals to 4. Condition true. Condition true means definitely it was coming to loop now. Yes. And second value printed. Yes. How many rows printed? As of now, 2 rows. 2 rows after next increment. Next increment is what now? D dot next. D dot next what? 3. That means my x value how much here? 3. Then we can come back again. Now tell me. Now tell me what it was happened. 3 less than or equals to 4. Condition? True. Again, true means loop enter? Yes. Printed? Yes. So how many rows printed? 3 rows. Next it will go to what now? Next record. Next record what? 4. Now condition, check it out here. 4 less than or equals to 4. Condition. True. Then fourth record printed? Yes. After printed, next row. But next row is there? No. If it is there, for example, 5. But my condition is what now? Less than or equals to 4. So next required is 5. 5 less than or equals to 4. Condition true or false? False. False means loop exit? Yes. So this is what now while loop level. While loop level, when you fetching your data in forward direction, then my loop starts from first loop up to checking last increment of that next method. See here next method I'm using. Yes or no? Now you can take this. Now I will go for okay. Yes, spaces don't give. Here also no space. So now this is enter the program now. So I just go to short this. Okay, right, and execute. Now forward direction fetching a yes. So your 4 records are fetching from forward direction. In these 3 methods I'm using first method, last method, next method. Okay, no? Right down below. Take heading example on bulk collecting with forward navigation by using while loop with record type. Okay, right. Now, this is forward by using while. Same program, I want it navigation in the backward. Where I want to change? Backward. Same logic. Uh, from where you need to start? Backward means started from first or last. So that means D dot last. Okay. What is your condition now? X, X less than or greater than? X greater than? So X greater than D dot first. X greater than D dot first. Okay. Now, next one is what now? Everything same, huh? Here which method? Which method? Prior. Prior means reverse. Now X is equals to last. Last means what now? 4. 4 greater than 1. Condition true or false? True. Next previous 3 greater than 1. True. Next previous 2 greater than 1. True. Next previous 1 greater than 1. False. That's what we want to use. Greater than or equals. Okay, now? Let me try what happened. We will see now. So colon execute. So you got it, in which direction? Backward direction. Right down below. Okay, right. So these are PLSQL table mechanism, and this is one way of method to create your collection variable and fetching your data. And the next type is what now? V array. The second technique here. So V array is also one of the user defined data type. It's just like arrays in your java.net. Okay, which is used to store number of data items in a single unit and declaring with the size. Okay, so how you say arrays are, we are going to be declaring with the size. Okay, now same as here also. I need to declare array must be give some size, and whatever the size I was given to my array, the size will be fixed. I cannot change at a runtime level. I cannot change at a runtime level. So this is the nature of a V array. Okay, now so now so here the number of elements are limited as per array size. Okay. Now you can see small example. So as usual, declared and your type user defined data type name. I was given what is the name? T1. T1 is V array. How much size? 10 size. That means how many elements can I store? 10 elements. Which type of elements? Integer elements, the string elements are string elements up to 10. So this is V underscore T is a collection variable, array variable. Array variable T1 is called a data type, array data type. Okay, now declaration is over, begin, and now we are writing select ename. Okay, from which table? EMP table where row num less than or equals to 10. So that means top how many rows will come? 10 rows will come to us. And those 10 rows, what it will come? Only employee names. And those 10 employee names, I'm storing under bulk collection memory. And from there, I'm storing under collection variable. That's called a V array variable memory. Understand now? Then after, as usual, for I in. So collection variable dot first dot collection variable dot last method loop 1 by 1 print. Okay, here don't confuse V underscore T. You can take D, X, Y, A, B, whatever you can take it. Okay, now? So now you can see. So this is V array with a fixed size I was taken now. V array with the fixed size. Okay, now suppose if the size was 10, if here equals to 10, so 10 and 10, your size and your fetching of elements are same. So that's why here I will not get any kind of a problem. Okay. And before that, you just call your EMP table. And the top 10 people will come row num by using of row num. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And already we knows if I want to see me row num, so row num dot ename from EMP table. Now you can see row num is a one of the pseudo column. This column will be generating your row numbers. And up to how much I'm going to fetching? Up to 10. That means Smith to Turner. Now you can come out and see your program. Okay, now. So now row num less than or equals to 10. So up to here, I'm going to fetching and the data saved into my collection. Or now you can execute. Now see Smith 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elements. But here, sir, for example, here I'm giving, okay, my elements are 5. That means array size is 5. Array size 5 means how many number of elements can I fetch? Only 5. But here my condition, how much I was given? 10. Not 10. Even though you can take a 6. Your array size is 5. But are you fetching the elements? 6. Possible? Now we can see what it was happening. If I execute this one, now you can see it was showing error. What is error? Given index 6 must be in the range of 1 to 5. Now tell me, by seeing of this, what do you understand? In PLSQL, index number starts from 1 and this is file length. But in a front end side, index starts from 0. Confirm, no? So now this is, I was given 6, but my size is up to 5 only. So it was showing error. So then what we want to do, if I wanted 5, my size is 5 means your logic also 5. If your size is 5 means your logic also 5. And now you can come out and execute this program. Okay, then can I get it now? How many records? 5. So 5 employees names are, I got it. This is V array. It's a fixed type. How much are you declared your V array size? That many number of elements can only access. Okay, now? Write down below. Okay, right. When come to here, for example, your size is 5. Suppose I'm giving here 4. What happened? Will you get it? Or having any error? Huh? Any error? Huh? No, because so when your fetching elements will be less than to array size, nothing problem. When it is problem, when fetching elements is more than to the size of array, then you will get a problem. Let me come out and see what it was happen in this. Now I'm going to execute now. Your size is 5, but I'm fetching 4. And now I'm going to execute now. You got it. How many elements? 4 elements. So what I'm saying here, fetching elements which is less than to array size, no problem. But should not be more than array size. Okay, now? So this is V array nature. But here the one drawback is there. What is the drawback? Size will be fixed. And once you declared your array size, that we cannot change at the runtime. So that's why to overcome this problem, the people next introducing one more mechanism that's called what? Nested table type. Nested table is also same, is also user defined data type, which is used to store number of data items in a single unit and not declared with the size. Okay, it means your number of elements are unlimited. Your wish, you can take any number of elements because there is no limitations here. Okay, now what it was saying here. So declare type name is a table of varchar 2 and your variable, collection variable and data type and begin. So now we can see. Now we can, when I created my nested table, here I was given any size? No, there is no size here mentioned. So that's why your wish, as your logic based, your elements will be fetched. Here what is my logic? Less than 5. How many elements? 5. If I'm giving 10, 10 elements. If I'm giving 100, 1 lakh, 5,000. So yeah, there is no limitation of your array size. So as a limit only for no limit, unlimited. And as per your logic, you can fetch any number of rows. Okay. Now we can come out and see remaining all are same. There is no change. So just come out and to execute here. Okay. Now how much here? 5. So here why it was 5? Because my condition is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are fetched. For example, suppose, sir, I need to fetch more than 5. Now we can change just your logic. What is our logic? I have to change, for example, 3. Then here I'm changing anything? No. So now how many elements will be fetching now? 3 elements will be fetching now. 3. Okay, suppose in this logic, if you say, okay, if I say 10, then how many elements? 10 elements. Now we can see, now it was fetching 10 elements or not. 10 elements. Suppose if I'm giving here 15. Now in my table, how many elements as of now? 14. Now we can see if I'm going to use this one and to execute, all are fetching, but 15 is a less than 2, 15 is a greater than 2 table length. Okay, so here the advantage of programmer is what now? You are fetching a less than a, greater than a, there is no comparison here. Okay, because I don't have any size representations in this. So your wish, as per your logic, you can fetch a 3 rows, 5 rows, 10 rows, 100 rows, 5 rows. Again, you can go to dynamically change. Okay, now this is advantage of a nested, right? Okay, right. So these are the three mechanisms in your collections. But your collections are, this concept is not using by Java student. Okay, na? Java, .NET, Python students are not using this concept because already in Java you have a collections. That collections you are using. Database collections you are not using. But these programs are important for who are trying jobs on a database side. But Java people, .NET people, Python people not required. Okay. So, but who are having any database student, they will need it. Okay, na? Right. So this is collections and in your PLSQL. Okay. Now next concept takes ID views. Okay. Right. So now come to what is a view, sir? What is a view? How this view we can use in our real time, and who will use this views means this views are or to this views are interacting by your developers like Java developers, .NET developers, especially these two technology people when they want to interact to your database tables in real time. What it was happen? These two people doesn't have a permissions to directly interacting with the original tables. Okay, na? By that reason, your company people, what they will do, okay, now you are the one of the Java developer or else .NET developer, especially these two people are using this concept in their projects. Okay, na? So Java, .NET, these are one developer. This is your original database memory, and in this memory, you have a some table. You have a some table, and this table is called as what now? Original table or base table we call. So in real time, when you're working with your projects and project related tables, if you need to interact here, you don't have a direct accessing permissions on this database tables. Okay, your company management will not give this kind of accessibility to developers. Why? Because this is original table. Okay, na? If this original table accessing permissions, if I'm giving to Java.NET developers, then there is a more chances to missing of my security. Missing of my security. For the security related reasons, in real time, Java.NET people not directly interacting to your originals. They are giving, okay, to interacting to originals purpose, they are creating one middleware. They're creating one middleware. They're creating one bridge. They're creating one interface. That interface is called as what now? View. So your interaction on the base table is not directly, it is through view you can perform. In this case, what it was happened, you can't directly work on this. Okay, na? It means that my original tables are secured. And whatever you need to perform on this table, that you are performing indirectly with the help of a interface. And that interface is called as what now? Views. It's like a bridge. It's like a middleware. It's like a mediator in between user and original table. Understand, na? And through this view, you can do your operations like insert I can do, update I can do, delete I can do, select I can do. I can insert data into main table through a view. I can update data in the main table through a view. I can delete data from main table through a view. I can read the data of main table through a view. Understand, na? So everything you can do through view only. That's why view is called as a interface. Okay, but your very important point. Whatever the operations are you performing through view on base table, these operations are not working on view. Actually, we are sending through this. Okay. But your operations are executed on base table only. Your operation sending through view. But that query, if I'm sending insert query through view, the insert query not executed on view. Insert query sending through view, but executed on base table. Update query sending through view, but data updated on base table. Delete command are you sending through view, but delete command executed on base table. Why, sir? Why? Because, okay, view is a virtual table. Why? Because view is what now? Virtual. Virtual means it's having physical existence or no? No. It's not having any physical existence. That's why view is just a imaginary table. So developers, see how much fools are. They're working, they're thinking, .NET Java developers thinking that, oh, I'm working with original tables. But you are not working with original tables. You are working with the imaginary tables. It's look like same. It look like same table to table. Same everything. We can't find out whether it is a viewer, whether it is a table. You can't identify when up to 3+ of experience. So you will be juniors. So what you understand that, no, sir, I'm working with the tables only, sir. See, all table is there, my structure is there, my column is there, my data is there, everything showing. So what you feel like that I'm working with the tables, but you are not working with the tables. You are working with that table mirror image. The table mirror image. For example, if you go and stand in front of mirror, what happened? Same structure reflected now. Same structure reflected means I can't say whatever I see in the mirror, is it physical? No. If you touch like this, can you touch that? No. Where is your physical? Out of the mirror. I'm the physical. But what is my image is showing in my mirror, that is just a imagination, virtual. There one Sudhakar sir, here one Sudhakar sir. We can't say na. Sudhakar sir only one. And same as logic I said. If you stand around him, 100 mirrors are there. Then what happens? Sudhakar sir 100? No. Sudhakar sir only one person. But these hundreds are what? My virtuals. Okay. And when I see the virtuals, I can say, oh, no, 100 Sudhakar sars are there. My mummy, daddy, they will be affected. 100 Sudhakar sir. In this many duplicates are there. So that is not. That's why here view is also what now? It's just like a mirror image. It's just like a mirror image. Mirror image of which table? Base table. Understand now? On which table are you created a view? That table structure will be absorbed and displayed to user. How I said, when I stand in front of mirror, my structure will be absorbing and reflecting. Yes or no? Same to same view also. That's why view is called a virtuals. If it is a virtual means no physical existence. So when the object is not having any physical existence, the type of objects are called as a views. Virtuals we called. Now we can see shadow. Shadow, can I say viewer? My shadow, can I say view or not? Yes. I'm the physical object. This is shadow. This is not a physical. It's my reflection. Same as view is also not a physical. It's just a reflection of your table. So that's why whatever you perform, insert, update, delete, select, these are performing through view, but executing on base table. Because view is a virtual. And even though view doesn't store the data also. See, view not storing any data. Why? Because it is a virtuals. For example, come stand there. Okay. I'm the developer. Is my original table. Okay. In between he and me, what I feel as a developer, in between he and me, someone is there. Someone is there. The someone is who? View. That is my imaginary. Someone is there. Now I'm throwing this. I'm throwing this object. What my feeling, this object I'm throwing not on him. I'm throwing on view. Okay, na? But tell me, actually this object will go where? That object. Catch it. Sit down. Now tell me. So this object, where it is executed? On him, not views. This much practical I'm showing again, viewer. So this object, where it is executed? On him, because he is a physical. Okay, what my imaginary, he and me, that means I'm a developer, I'm a Java developer, he was my original database table. What my feeling, I'm going to performing my operation on table, but actually I'm performing on what? Sorry, on performing on table in my view, but you are sending the request through view and performing on original tables, but the original tables I can't see. Okay, now because he and me, who was standing here? View is standing. So whatever I'm sending through view, the request internally executed on physical object, because view is a virtual object. On virtual object, can you do any action? No. Suppose it's a shadow, I'm beating means my hand was pain. He will get anything? No. So action is on me only. I'm not beating here anybody. I'm beating myself. Yes or no? That is called a view. This is view. This is physical. Okay, na? So this is the concept of a view. So later we will tomorrow see how to create, how many types, that all we will discuss. Okay, na? Right, guys. I stop it here. So thank you. Thank you so much.